Have a great day, Peps. I am Charles Cornelio Paulos, and here's my perception to the educational philosophy and theory. Existentialism. Personally, the existentialism is an appreciation of oneself to his or her own pace and uniqueness as a person. It is also an acceptance of responsibility for their thoughts, feeling, and action. This philosophy is more about outside of the four corners of classroom. Hence, it leads for learners to find their meaning full of life. I believe if they get to know what they like, they love, appreciate, motivate, and learn, and that is the most important thing to them.
Hi, I'm Afron Brecilla Jr. and I discuss the postmodernism and critical theory. Postmodernism is a movement in art, literature, and culture emphasized on the individual's reality. In education, postmodernism strives to educate thinking, knowledge, production, individual and societal identity development, and self-creation.
I am Rodrigo Gomez from HE2. Idealism. In my own definition, idealism is more like ideas, thoughts, minds, or selves than material forces. Idealism is a method of looking at human experience and the world that prioritizes mind over matter in some way. In the same way that materialism focuses matter, idealism emphasizes thought. Idealism emphasizes self-realization, which can be achieved through providing education to all people without distinction or discrimination.
Philosophers such as Charles S. Peirce, William James, George Herbert, Mead, and John Dewey popularized pragmatism, while idealists believe reality is based on genuine ideas and realists believe reality is based on the world of nature. Pragmatists believe reality is always changing and depends on what we observe and experience. Knowledge assertion like values are not permanent and absolute but rather provisional and susceptible to change. A school in the context of education should assist students in growing.
Good day everyone, my name is Mica Loraine Fulgado from 2B Tiled HE2. Realism is the cornerstone of scientific reasoning. It has the greatest influence on educational philosophy. In a logical manner, realism altered the face of education. It saw outside world as a reality, not a dream. It is an actual fact based on a reason and science, not on the subjective perception of humans.
Progressivism. Personally, progressivism is a child-centered and highlighted the learning by doing. In today's education, it helps students to master a triples of important skill needed once they pursue their career. The individuality, progress, and change are fundamental for one's education, considering all factors such as lives, curricula, and abilities. I believe that if the children are enlightened by themselves, they can best learn throughout their own interests and satisfied to their needs. More so, it helps students to think through the problem themselves. It allows students to learn through their own curiosity, cultivate their imagination, allow creative intelligence, and of course, the freedom.
Critical theory is associated with the goal of criticizing the changing society of a whole. Critical theories seek to uncover the underlying assumption to that prevent individuals from completely seeing how the world works.
Perennialism or perennialist, in my perspective, assert that permanent values exist, and I agree that they will remain true in the future. They are timeless and universal. Perennialists emphasize logical thinking and the development of critical thinking skills in students. It also focuses on ideas that have stood for the rest of the time.
Constructivism is the idea that states that rather than passively absorbing information, learners generate knowledge, people develop their representing.
The main objective of essentialism in education is to teach students the essentials of academic knowledge and personality development, which is the most essential part of learning. Essentialism's purpose is to educate students what they need to know in order to advance in life and be successful. Furthermore, this concept attempts to teach children the fundamentals of life success such as theoretical learning, vocational skills, moral ideas, and so on.